Welcome back, everybody. So again, this evening I am going to be starting to review another series, and this one is probably one of the biggest about these days, and it is The Walking Dead, and I'm starting with season 1, episode 1. So what do I think about The Walking Dead? I actually love The Walking Dead, okay? I really, really do. I watched the first series of The Walking Dead when it got released because it was shown here in the UK. I'm not sure if the second series was shown here in the UK, but I only watched the first series. It wasn't until 2017 I actually sat down and binge watched all of The Walking Dead, and I did that in about 2 months, I think it was. I did it over, and I fell in love with it ever since then. Yes, there are some seasons which not a huge amount happens, which are a little bit slow. Yes, there are episodes which are a little bit slow, but there are other episodes where I actually really, really enjoy it, and there's quite a lot going on, which still makes this is the reason why I love The Walking Dead so much. But going back onto this first season, so here we go. The first ever episode. What I love about a brand new series is that the majority of the time that this is basically character introduction. This is giving you the story of what's going on, and you get introduced to most of the characters in the series, or potentially are going to be in the series, all the way through. And you do, especially in The Walking Dead, you do very quickly get an emotional attachment to a lot of people in this series. Mainly Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes. He is the main person in this first episode, and to be fair, all the way through to about season 9. He is the leader. He owns this role. Uh, he owns this role, I should say, and nobody can replace him or ever, like ever. He did a fantastic job. I'm one of these people that actually love him, and yes, he is an English actor. I get that, but I think he does a really, really good job all the way through. And it's like with this first episode, you don't actually get to see how or why this virus and these zombies are about. Basically, Rick Grimes in this episode wakes up in the hospital after being shot while chasing robbers, and basically the world has gone to pot into absolute chaos. Then he's going around trying to find his family, and he's worried, obviously, that his wife and kid have been killed in this. Little did he know they left the city and or left the city with a group of people and actually on the road stuck because of the traffic, because they're not 100% sure what's going on. And like I said, this first episode is mainly based around Rick Grimes and him trying to come to terms with the fact of what's happened in the world since he got shot after that incident. I absolutely love it. You can see the confusion in his eyes. You can see everything, what he's trying, and you can see the frustration and kind of pain that he's going through because obviously his family are not there. He's trying to search for his family. He's not 100% sure what's going on. He kind of gets at the zombies, but he doesn't understand why they're zombies, and he just, you get that sense. And then throughout this episode, he meets Morgan, who is playing more of a role in The Walking Dead and Fear of the Walking Dead towards the last few seasons, but yet again, he's trying to explain to him what exactly has happened. It's a great little episode. We do get to see Rick Grimes' wife and child, I should say, and plus some of the other main characters that are going to be in this first season. It is. I have to admit, when I first watched it, some of the deaths in it are quite brutal. You do get introduced to Glenn, who, if you've watched the Walking Dead series, you know damn well that you're gonna basically gather a extremely large emotional attachment for that character, for it to come to a very tragic end later on in the series, and it's tough. When you gather emotional attachment to the main characters in a series, when things happen, you do feel it. You do feel it a lot, and you get that sense as well with Andrew Lincoln and a couple of the other people in this cast, in this series as well. I generally love it. Like I said, not a huge amount goes on in this until the end, where he's basically stuck in a tank, and I can give these kind of things away. Like, there's nothing really to spoil in this first episode as such, because it is, like I said, an introductory episode. yes, there are zombies. Yes, he's looking for his family. He's scared and he's worried that his family is being killed, and he's just hell bent on trying to find them. Knowing that they kind of left anyway, but he's not 100% sure. You get that sense of kind of anxiety with him and kind of urgency that he wants to try and find them. And I get it. It's just really suspenseful. That, like I said, there's no real major spoilers in this first episode. It's just what kicked it off for me, and especially when not the first time I watched it, but the second time I watched it, I was like, yeah, I've got to keep going with this. And to be fair, I love the first season. And I cannot wait to review it because there's some very, very good points in this, some very interesting points and things that I want to talk about as I go through this whole of all of The Walking Dead, which is going to be quite a few episodes, but I think I'm just going to enjoy it. So, on that note, what would I rate this first episode as? Epic. Really, really good. It's a great introductory. It's as simple as that, and it's entertaining, and it gets you on your seat, and you feel the emotion that Rick Grimes is actually going through in this first episode. So yeah, there we go. I'm really, really looking forward to actually starting to do some of the reviews on some of these episodes, because some of these episodes are absolutely fantastic and there's quite a lot to talk about, mainly towards the later series, but I cannot wait. Honestly, I really, really can't wait. So on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below. As normal, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.